season, yet their performances are subject to an increasingly brutal dissection. In the last edition of the UEFA Nations League, relegation is a realist. All started together. Concerns over an adductor injury. And as a first start, it's 16 months for Shvetsariya, who's seen very little in the way of 10 of those Swiss substitutes have won 10 caps or fewer. After more than 50 years without a competitive meeting, these two neighbours, Germany on the front foot straight away. Well, they were playing out from the back, and he slipped in that kind of area that he's...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the role of Havertz, actually.
Very neat and tidy this from Germany. Given away by Gnabry. Switzerland getting the bodies forward. It's Shaqiri trying to make something happen. Neuer had his angles right. I think a lot of the Germans were expecting a flag to come up, but it will be a corner.
Thinking about just sitting off a little bit there.
To take the corner. Back in from Freuler. And it's in for 1-0. What a start. Gavranovic with the goal. And Germany undone by the first set piece of the night. Penkovic's men lead. They'd had a warning. Joachim loves Germany, and now they concede. And for the men in white, it goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, lack of concentration that's been prevalent so often in this Germany team. There's a couple questionably offside, but not Gavranovic, who really does finish it well.
Take a touch. Seferovic, Gavranovic. Gnabry. Couldn't find a way past Elvedi. Xhaka
to put a lid on this lead.
Shaqiri almost with the perfect. Trying to link up with Vid. Quick feet by Gnab, holding it up, waiting for Klostermann's run. Fired in deep. Gosens with the ball in. Fabian Schär. They need to prove it. Rodriguez making sure that he adjusted his feet, got it onto his favoured left to get it away from Gnabry. Klostermann coming back to bail him out, but Neuer in the end has to make a save to spare his own blushes. Gosens to cross Goretz. Deep ball in for Kai Havertz at the far post, who's able to bring it down, but only after it's curved over the line for a goal kick.
Swiss rear guard, though, is a bit more difficult.
Might be able to do something now. To the penalty area, trying to improvise and make something happen with the aid of Goretzka. Almost as if he was trying to justify to himself again.
Well, it was broke and it did need fixing, so you can understand him.
Neuer very grateful that he didn't have a save to make there as Seferovic twist. Given away though by Shaqiri, it could be a costly error. Werner just didn't get hold of it.
No, it's just Trotter.
Away from Ginter, it's a good ball in. Neuer coming out to try and narrow the angle. Nothing he can do. A delicious finish from Remo Freuler. And Switzerland, who haven't won on German soil since 1956, will be fancying their chances now.
Well, that Germany back four, whenever it's asked to run backwards and defend, it is chaotic, absolutely chaotic.
Here's Werner after a good touch from Havertz. Germany trying to get themselves back in the game straight away, and they've done exactly that. Halving the deficit within 2 minutes of going 2-0 down. And Timo Werner gives Germany a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, they definitely needed that, didn't they, to lift a few heads. Since Switzerland have got through to half-time, 2 to the good, you just...
Goretzka, back for Havertz. Switzerland struggling at the back here. Klostermann drilling it in. That was a really good defensive interception from Schär. Touch straight to Havertz. Klostermann, Gnabry. Here's Kimmich again.
Final, Joachim Löw said, it's just like any other game for him.
Gosens has taken up some real advanced position so far and try and get himself onto this. That's a good save from Sommer. Did get 10 if you add his cup goals in. And that's a late challenge, though, that's going to earn him a yellow card. Havertz with a little nutmeg of Freuler. Time, they've had more than 2/3 of the ball now. They're a good watch because he was very critical about the... Mabry trying to work it in. A share of the scoreline going into half-time. The referee that it should be a free kick. Rudy Bouquet saw it for what it was, and Goretzka's... Giving for Kroos, so close. Had Jan Sommer scrambling across his line there as he looked. But they have got themselves a lead as they look for a first win on German.
It's a very intelligent header and a blockbuster.
And maintaining the attack, they're good in possession.
Havertz, base of the post and out again. She's being tucked back. Goretzka came off Xhaka, but came off his arm.
Words hour by hour.
This is Kai Havertz, and Havertz has steered in an equaliser. Nonchalantly done. For the 21-year-old, just a second international goal, and Germany, the recovery well underway, back from 2 down to 2 apiece. And a second time Seferovic tried it with his back heel, and then the blast on the follow-up from Gavranovic, and Switzerland are back in front. Parity lasted for 90 seconds.
Just so unlike any German national team over the last 40 to 50 years, where they're just so easily allowed to play through them. I mean, this ball's played into the feet of Gavranovic.
Calm. Could be worse still, because there's another possibility. No. Held up by Cher, but not for long, and that's a lovely equaliser, this time by Gnabry, who is rattling along as an international goal scorer. It's his 14th goal in 15 international matches. And boy, Germany needed it. Bang on the hour.
When it comes off of, ironically, here we are talking